Hey, BeerTubers! So, I want to try to do something a little bit different with my channel, aside from that awesome entrance. Man, I'm like out of breath from just doing that. I'm so out of shape. Anyways, I want to do something a little bit different with my channel. Just in addition to it, is to start doing more pairings. And you might have seen just like one or two in previous videos where I just tried to pair things. Just impromptu though, just not planned, but assuming that it will work. So it'll be a bit of an experiment. So tonight, I decided to open another bottle of this Speakeasy Barrel Aged Imperial Stout. As you saw in my video, I was surprised, really enjoyed it, it was excellent. So this is a bit of an extreme version of this because I want to do a beer float with it. So it's going to be an extreme beer float because it's a barrel-aged stout. It's not something that you could just get easily, you know, it's expensive. And then I'm going to be pairing it, or making a beer float, with a coconut ice cream. This is by Polly Ann, and the key thing with this one is that it's made with real coconuts. So I always look for that when looking for coconut ice cream because I've become really picky with it. There's some couple others that are really good with that. Like I said, it's not really cheap, but this is one of the more lesser expensive ones, and it's actually pretty good. So let me go ahead and pair these up, and I'll show you guys how it is. Yep, still good. I don't know if I mentioned this in the last video, but I think the reason why when I had it fresh in February during San Francisco Beer Week is that they put it in some very fresh bourbon barrels. So the bourbon was very fresh, that's why it was very boozy, and that's why it was just a hot mess. This one just gave it a few months and already just helped it out quite a bit. I could just imagine if you cellar this, it would just be really awesome. So I'm going to go ahead and put some of this coconut ice cream in it and show you guys how it's going to turn out. Actually, why don't I go ahead and taste this coconut ice cream by itself? I mean, for someone that likes coconut, I think it's not overly coconutty. That means that it's, you know, maybe for someone that's really sensitive when it comes to coconut, it would be like a little too much. By the way, if you ever get a chance to go to Stone Brewing, they make a beer float there. You would think that they would use their chocolate stout with the vanilla ice cream, but no, they actually use their smoked porter with a beer float. And it actually is really good. The waiter was like, you know what, I highly recommend it. We could make it with a chocolate stout, but try it with our standard smoked porter. And I was like, wow, it's really good. And you could actually do it yourself too. Just buy the Stone smoked porter, get vanilla ice cream, put the ice cream inside. You're gonna be surprised. Here we go, coconut ice cream with the barrel-aged stout. Pour the sucker in here, just dip it in. Look at that chemical reaction. Yeah, see? That's why I didn't want to pour in all the way. So, this is how it's going to look like. You get pretty much just all the head retention that you could imagine from this barrel-aged stout. Just this mocha, heavy mocha, dark brown color to it. I'm going to give it a try here. Tastes pretty good. And you can just imagine the coconut character from that barrel like you saw in my review. And coconut ice cream. That's intense. That's an extreme beer float right here. Oh yeah. Yep. That sucker works alright. I taste the coconut alright. That tastes, that's really good. I mean, the barrel-aged Scarface is already heavy in the vanilla. It has that coconut character from the bourbon. It's already pretty smooth and creamy in a sense. So you think that this might be a little too much, but actually, not so much complements it, but it blends it, and it kind of just enhances the vanilla coconut cream character of the beer. Oh yeah, and some of the coconut shavings are there too. Wow, that works so well. Oh my gosh, that is really, really good. So, if you guys want to make an extreme beer float and willing to just invest and just crack open that barrel-aged stout, I highly recommend it. I think I would just assume that any good barrel-aged stout would work with this. I mean, heck, even use vanilla ice cream. It'll bring out the vanilla character to that. But if you could find coconut ice cream where you will actually have that creamy, semi-vanilla, but mostly cream, coconut kind of character, it'll bring that out. I'd be curious for you guys to crack open a barrel-aged stout and put vanilla ice cream instead of coconut ice cream. This works so well, man. If you get a chance to do it, seriously, if you're in San Francisco, you could get this at some Asian market. Just go to an Asian market, they'll have this Polly Ann coconut ice cream, and find yourself a barrel-aged stout from your cellar. Or if you could find the barrel-aged Scarface, here's right here, by Speakeasy. It works really well, and yeah, I'm just gonna enjoy the rest of this, but thanks so much for watching, guys, and I'll see you guys in the next beer blog or beer food pairing. Kanpai! Oh my gosh, that tastes so good. Oh, and I'm just like drooling all of myself with the deal.